largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Investigation should be launched to determine Russian war crime, says EU Foreign Policy Chief. Bomb explosion inside Shia mosque in Pakistan kills more than 30 worshippers. Assalamu alaikum. This is Nusrat Islam welcoming you all to Evening News. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Russian forces seized control of Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine on Friday after a battle with Ukrainian troops that caused a fire and fears of a catastrophic accident. The Ukrainian nuclear regulator said that the fire had been extinguished and no radiation leak had been detected, with site staff still able to work at the Zaporizhzhia site. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, meanwhile, accused Moscow of resorting to nuclear terror by risking a repeat of the Chernobyl disaster and begged world leaders to back Kyiv. No country other than Russia has ever fired on nuclear power units, he said in a video message released by his office. Zelensky alleged that the Russian troops had knowingly fired on the nuclear facility. Russia began Ukraine invasion on 24th February. The European Union Foreign Policy Chief said Friday an investigation should be launched to determine which acts of Russian aggression in Ukraine could be considered war crimes. Josep Borrell said he considered the events of the last week a critical moment in the history of Europe. The EU diplomat also expressed his wish to keep the unity of the European Union member states around the sanctions and on the efforts to arm the Ukrainian state.
We are now witnessing a full-fledged war in our borders, a war unleashed by President Putin against Ukraine, and a completely unjustified war that's creating a lot of civilian casualties, with the use of arms strictly prohibited by the Geneva Convention, a lot of civilian losses. That's the moment to speak out.
The mother of the chief engineer of state-owned vessel, Bangla Samriddhi, said all the sailors along with her son are now kept at a safe bunker and they all are well. Khairunessa, the mother of Mohammad Omar Farooq Tuhin, chief engineer of the vessel, said this referring to a voice message she received from him this morning. She was speaking to journalists at a press briefing arranged by Bangladesh Merchant Marine Officers Association, BMMOA, at its office today. The state-owned vessel Bangla Samriddhi was abandoned by all the Bangladeshi sailors yesterday evening, a day after it came under attack near a Ukrainian port, leaving a crew member dead. BMMOA General Secretary Mohammad Hussain at the briefing said a group of volunteers in Ukraine arranged the evacuation of the sailors along with the body of the deceased sailor from the damaged ship by a tugboat and took them to a bunker in the shore. He said that the group is also arranging for the safe travel of the sailors to a safer country. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today said the government took the repressive measures to silence opposing voice in the country. Addressing a rally in front of the National Press Club, he said the government indulges in unbridled corruption. As a result, the unscrupulous traders increase the prices of essentials, he added.
এখন 70 টাকা চালের দাম, সারের দাম তা 100 গুণ বেশি। আর চাকরি পেতে হলে আওয়ামী লীগের সিল ছাড়া তো চাকরি পাওয়া যায় না, উপরন্তু 20 লক্ষ টাকা দিতে হয় কমপক্ষে। চাল ডাল তেলের দাম কমানোর জন্য, গ্যাস পানি বিদ্যুতের দাম কমানোর জন্য দেশে প্রোগ্রাম দিয়েছিলাম। ওইখানেও গ্রেফতার করেছে, ওখানেও আপনার মারধর করেছে, মারপিট করেছে। লাভ হয়েছে? কোনো লাভ হয় নাই। আজকের এই সমাবেশ তার প্রমাণ। যতই আপনার মিথ্যা মামলা দিক, বাংলাদেশের মানুষ জেগে উঠেছে, তাকে আর আটকে রাখা যাবে না বলবো।
The government is committed to rooting out the communal forces in the country, said Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood in the capital today.
যারা সাম্প্রদায়িকতা আশ্রয়ী রাজনীতি করে, যখন নির্বাচন আসে, যাদের মূল স্লোগান হয় ভারত বিরোধী এবং সংখ্যালঘু বিরোধী, বিশেষত হিন্দু বিরোধী স্লোগান যারা দেয়, তারা দেশে মাঝে মধ্যে সাম্প্রদায়িক বিষ বাষ্প ছড়ানোর প্রচেষ্টা চালায়। এবং সেই কারণে বিভিন্ন সময় বিভিন্ন ঘটনা, দুর্ঘটনা পরিকল্পিতভাবে ঘটানো হয়। সরকার যে কোনো সাম্প্রদায়িক অপশক্তিকে সমূলে বিনাশ করার জন্য বদ্ধপরিকর।
A woman has been murdered after being allegedly gang raped in Bandarban's Ruangchori Upazila. Police found the body of Churangma Marma, 45, from a hill stream in Neapodonong Union of the Upazila after locals reported the matters on Friday. Locals said some woodcutters from a nearby forest may have murdered Churangma by slitting her throat after raping her. Later, the body was dumped in the stream. The deceased's father said she was working on their family farm when the incident took place. A police officer at Ruangchuri police station said the body was sent to Bandarban Shodor Hospital for autopsy on Friday. 2 people were killed in a head-on collision between a motorcycle and a bicycle in Kushtia on Thursday night, police said. The deceased are Akib Hussain, an engineering student of Kushtia Polytechnic Institute, and Shobuj Hussain, a worker of Kia Metal Factory. The accident occurred at about 11 p.m. when Akib, a resident of Khajanagor Madrasa Para, was riding the bike home. The biker crashed into Shobuj's bicycle near the Fuji ice cream intersection in the Kumargara area, said a police officer. Locals rushed both of them to Kushtia General Hospital, where they succumbed to their injuries. A powerful bomb exploded inside a Shia mosque in Pakistan's northwestern city of Peshawar on Friday, killing more than 30 worshippers and wounding dozens more, many of them critically. The explosion occurred as worshippers had gathered in the Kucha Risaldar Mosque in Peshawar's Old City area for Friday prayers. Peshawar Police Chief Mohammad Khan said the violence started when 2 armed attackers opened fire on police outside the mosque. 1 assailant and 1 policeman were killed in the gunfight and another policeman was wounded. The remaining attacker then entered the mosque and detonated a bomb. Ambulances rushed through congested narrow streets and took the wounded to Lady Reading Hospital. No group had immediately claimed responsibility. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Russian forces seize Europe's largest nuclear power plant in Ukraine. Investigation should be launched to determine Russian war crimes, says EU foreign policy chief. Bomb explosion inside Shia mosque in Pakistan kills more than 30 worshippers. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbd.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of our NTV's our popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khobor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.